All right, people, this is your boy ABC Tatachini once again, and I'm here with you for another fragrance review. You all know what I'm about. All I'm about is to make sure that you smell good, you smell rich, you smell bold, you smell confident, and you smell sexy. And the good thing is you can do all this without having to spend a fortune. People, today I present to you 1 million from the house of Paco Rabanne. This fragrance right here was released in 2008. So the question on everybody's mind is this fragrance still relevant? Is it still worth it in 2021? And that is what we are looking to answer. And just by the look of this bottle, you get your answer right here, because this is basically a gold bar. And throughout history, throughout every culture, civilization, throughout all religion, gold has been a very dominant commodity. Gold represents dominance, it represents power, luxury, it represents wealth. And do you know one thing that gold is that we don't really talk about? Gold is very sexy and very seductive. I mean, go everywhere holding a couple of gold bars, and then you see how many women that you will be able to attract and then bring home. This is no disrespect to women, but gold is attractive. Everybody likes a man with gold, and gold is very sexy. On the top note of this fragrance, you have blood orange, you have grapefruit, and then you have mint. In the middle you have cinnamon, you have rose. Actually, there is rose in here, and then you have a whole lot of spices. And in the base you have amber, you have patchouli. Now let's look at how this fragrance actually smells. The opening of this fragrance, I can say, is one of the best that has ever been made. It is very, very fresh, very powerful, and very attention grabbing. The grapefruit is very dominant. And listen, this is a fragrance that when you put on, anybody that passes by, or anybody within your circle, will be like, oh, I mean, the man is here. This is a fragrance that was made for a very this is not a fragrance that I would recommend for the more matured customers. This is a fragrance for the younger generation, you know, somebody in their teens or in their early 20s, because this fragrance represents a very young, um dominant, powerful, carefree guy who is ready to party. This is a fragrance that you would want to wear to the gym. This is not a fragrance that you would want to wear to the office, because it is very, very sweet. The opening is very nice and seductive, but as it dries down, it turns out to be a very sweet, like an overly sweet fragrance. And it is not a fragrance that you want to wear to the office, but this is definitely a fragrance that you can wear to the club, you can wear to the gym, or you can wear to any gathering. Like if you are going to a place that there's going to be a lot of people and you want to grab their attention, then 1 million is the fragrance to go. One downside about this fragrance, like I said, it was released in 2008, so it is very, very, very common, and then it is very likely to evoke painful memories. You know, the last time that I put this fragrance on, I was just going somewhere, and then somebody was like, oh man, you are making me miss my husband, you smell so much like my husband. I'm like, is he good to you? And she said, yes, he's so good to me. So just imagine if this is a girl that I was going on a date with, and she had an ex who had this fragrance and who didn't treat her right. You know, in her mind she's gonna think like you are the same like her ex. So this is not a fragrance that I would recommend for a date. Wear this fragrance when you are in that carefree mood, ready to seduce and attract somebody. Like I said, this is not a fragrance for the matured adults, but if you are a mature person and then your attention is on a young woman, like within in her early 20s, that you want to try to seduce and grab the attention, then you can wear 1 million. The performance of this fragrance is in beast mode. It performs really well. Now most people talk about this fragrance being reformulated so many times, but I think the reformulation didn't hurt it. You know, reformulations, the idea behind reformulations are actually to make the fragrance better, and I think they did it. Even though it has been reformulated so many times, I think it is still good, it is still worth it. It didn't affect the performance, it didn't affect the longevity, it didn't affect the projection. This projects for like 3 hours, you know. And when I put this fragrance on, I get a decent 8 hours on it. So the reformulation did not affect it. It is still good, the performance is excellent, and the price, I got this for $90. at Macy's. So the question is 1 million still worth it in 2021? I think it is absolutely still worth it. There are a lot of flankers, 1 million Lucky, 1 million perfume, but I will still go for the original. I think this is still good in my opinion. This is the Eau de Toilette concentration, and it is still an excellent fragrance that is still worth buying in 2021. But like I said, I got this for $90 in Macy's, and you know what I'm about. I always have an alternate for you, and the alternative or the clone for 1 million is Club de Nuit Man from the House of Armor. This is a very good clone. This is a very good clone of 1 million, but like all clones, or especially the Club de Nuit line, the openings are not that pleasant. That it's a clone, and like I said, clones are very use synthetic products, so the opening has this very unpleasant alcohol blast, but it doesn't last long. For the first 10-15 minutes it is gone, and it dries down to a very good clone of Paco Rabanne, and an even better clone of Paco Rabanne. This is Tag Him Prestige. This is Tag Him Prestige from the House of Armor. And trust me when I say that there is absolutely no difference between Tag Him Prestige. There is absolutely no difference between Tag Him Prestige and Paco Rabanne's 1 million. And I am telling you this. This is $20. Club de Nuit Man is being sold at like between $25 and $27. But as I always say, if you have the money to throw around, if you have $90 to spend, then definitely come on, get the original. But if you wanna feel fresh, attention grabbing, sexy, carefree young guy, and then you don't have money to throw around, and you want to get a clone, a very good clone of Paco Rabanne's 1 million, do not get this one. Do not get Club de Nuit. Although this is a good clone, there is a better one. This has a very smooth opening. There is no much alcohol. The opening is not as synthetic, and the opening is very close. Let me say 90% similar to Paco Rabanne's 1 million. Okay, people, this is your boy ABC Tachini. So the question is Paco Rabanne's 1 million still worth it in 2021? So let's ask ourselves, is Gold Bar still worth it? Is Gold Bar still dominant? Is it still powerful? Is it still luxurious? And then, is it still seductive? Yet, yes, it is. And so is Paco Rabanne's 1 million. Get this for $90 if you have the money. If not, then Tag Him Prestige. You can get this for $20 from the House of Ahmad. It's a very good clone of Paco Rabanne's 1 million. Alright, people, this is your boy ABC Tachini. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And one more thing, do not mind my pajamas. I'm still in the Christmas mood. ABC Tachini, I'm out.